I watched this game from start to finish. I thought it was a bad sign, a sign of a struggling.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. Let me speak. Let me educate. Let me teach. It was a sign of a suddenly struggling Thunder team whose superstar finally, for the first time in his career, lost his cool and let his frustration boil over. This is a Thunder team that, as you remember, it's your pick to win the West, had won 12 in a row and suddenly has gone 3-3 in its last 6 games, almost lost another home game to Dallas in overtime. And
so,
in this game, the Thunder were in the process at home to allowing a 23-5 run late in the game to a Nets team that had just been blown out badly by the Spurs in San Antonio, including losing the third quarter to the Spurs 30-5, which I would have said was impossible. 30-5, and suddenly you go to Oklahoma City and you pull off a 23-5 run in the fourth quarter against your pick to win the West. Part of the frustration that boiled over, maybe a large part, was due to the fact that Kevin Durant's point guard again took 2 more shots than Kevin Durant took. 19 shots to 17. And that point guard, whose name escapes me, I'll let you talk about it if you want. What's his name? It's what's his name? Westbrook, that guy? He turned the ball over 6 more times last night and gave us his usual array of wild driving shots that he shouldn't have taken. That's what happened. You finally saw Kevin Durant say, I can't take it anymore. I've had enough. Get me out of here. I'll see you tomorrow.
You know what? We joke on this show about how. Can y'all turn off that music, please? I'm talking. Let me say this.
What is that music?
We sit. I don't understand it. I don't need the music. You do. I don't. Here's the deal. You know, you often talk on this show. You know, we talk about how you love hard. And that's a beautiful thing because obviously if Skip Bayless is supporting you, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing, which Tim Tebow can testify to all day long. But here's the deal.
So can RG3. Thank you.
Sometimes, yeah, that's true. That's true. In fairness to you, that is true. But here's the deal. Your love sometimes, you know, it's not always a good thing, Skip. It's not always a good thing. I got to tell you, man, you judge Kevin Durant entirely too sensitively, too harshly.
Wait. Who's
You're
my
a bit
favorite
ridiculous
player
with
in the NBA? It's Kevin Durant.
I just finished saying, excuse me, I'm sorry. Did I mince my words? You don't understand what love is? I just said I just acknowledged that you love them. I said sometimes your love is a burden. It's not a blessing. It's a burden. And I think that it's a burden when it comes to Kevin Durant. You are entirely too sensitive with this guy. This is Kevin Durant. He is a 3-time league scoring champion. Skip Bayless, he's averaging 28 points. Let me finish. I'll let you finish. He's averaging 28.4 points, Skip. Do you know that he's shooting 51% from the field, the best of his career during the regular season? He's shooting 42.4% from three-point range, the best of his career in the regular season. I'm saying he's shooting well from the field. He's shooting well from threes. He's shooting well from free throws. He's the second leading scorer in the league, third leading scorer in the league. My Lord, he got upset at a call. He got ejected during a regular season game, and you're talking about it's a bad sign? A bad sign for what? He got frustrated. Skip, it happens.
Can you defend that the Nets went on a 23-5 run late in the game?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. It was a bad night. That's all. That's all. They're 24-7. They're in first place in their division. We are talking about a quintessential superstar here. And the news is it's his first ejection. All of these years he's been in the league, never, ever been ejected. He got frustrated. The point that I'm trying to make to you is if anything, excuse me, Skip, you were the one that said he needed to get a bit nastier. You were the one that said he needed to have more attitude. You were the one that said that was going to be needed now that they lost James Harden in order for Oklahoma City to get further. Now he does it during a regular season game, ultimately gets ejected, and here you are lamenting it that it's a bad sign when he did essentially what you said you'd like to see from him. Which one is it? I mean, where are you? It's one regular season game. The Nets, Joe Johnson decides to show up and drop 33. They go to the free throw line 29 times. Brook Lopez drops 25 points. They have a 23-point lead against Oklahoma City, registering their worst loss at home since 2010. And here you are tripping because we 31 games into the season and he gets ejected and they had a bad night? What are you talking about?
Wait a second.
What are you talking about?
You're tripping over your pick is what you're tripping over right now.
Not at all.
Wait a second. Do you love it that your point guard, Russell Westbrook, again took 2 more shots than the 3-time leading scorer? Do you love it? It happens almost every night.
Time out. I don't love it. But it's really not because of the number of shots Westbrook takes. I just think Kevin Durant should be shooting more than 18 times a game. If you're that proficient and you're that efficient and effective, he should be shooting more. But that doesn't mean that it needs to be at the expense of the shots Westbrook takes. Maybe some other dudes on the team don't need to be shooting. That's what I'm saying. The point that I'm trying to make to you is Russell Westbrook is not a superstar, but he is a star. And he's the greatest athletic point guard in the game today.
What? That's
this
like
side
an
of a healthy,
oxymoron to me.
this side of a healthy Derrick Rose. I want that boy putting the ball in the hole.
Do you love it that your point guard turned it over 6 more times last night?
No, but that's not the subject. I don't love it, but that's not the subject.
That is the subject. That's what Kevin Durant doesn't love. It finally got to him. They're stinking it up at home. The ball's bouncing in the stands. It's no good, Stephen A. They're better than that.
Yes, they are better than that, but you can't overreact to him getting ejected. He has shown frustration before without getting ejected. The issue is, why did he get ejected last night? He came up wrong against a great referee in Danny Crawford. That's what happened. He lost his cool. I kind of like it. I hope to see more attitude, not ejections, but I hope to see more attitude in Kevin Durant. It might lead to him becoming even more aggressive, and Lord have mercy if that happens.
I agree. I want to see more give me the ball from Kevin Durant, and maybe we will.